career campus, everything about Krea University, the liberal studies, everything you want to know, we would be covering it today. And we have Mr. Arpit Solanki today with us. He's the director and admissions outreach. He holds a degree in software engineering from Rajasthan Technical University. Initially passionate about teaching, he became a prominent mathematics educator for IIT JEE and civil service entrance exams. Between 2010 to 2015, Mr. Solanki was one of the pioneers in the Indian e-learning sector, offering online mathematics class in both English and Hindi. His work garnered attention from state government, the Singapore government, the Airtel integrating his courses into various e-learning platforms. He has been instrumental in developing and launching advanced courses in cloud technology, cybersecurity, data science, machine learning, AI, and business analytics, collaborating with universities across northern and western India. Over the past 7 years, he has impacted over 2 lakh students and their families as a career counselor. Currently, as a director of admissions and outreach at Krea University, Mr. Solanki is dedicated to promoting Krea University's unique pedagogical approach, which emphasizes interwoven learning and interdisciplinary across humanities, arts, and business sciences. All right. So thank you so much, Mr. for taking out time and doing this particular session for our IMS students. And before we start with the session, okay, there's a lot of questions I have because these questions are basically asked to me by parents and students. Okay. So, first, a lot of students who ask me is about what is Krea University? What exactly is the concept of interwoven learning and what exactly and how it is implemented?
Hi everyone, and thank you so much for this detailed introduction. Krea University, if we see as a university, we are a 6 years old institution, but the inception comes from the Institute of Financial Management and Research, IFMR GSB. We used to be a PGDM offering institute, which later on as a Krea University, now we are offering an MBA program there. And also we have started another school called School of Interwoven Arts and Sciences. Basically in Krea University, there are two major schools. One is IFMR GSB, which provides an MBA and integrated MBA program. And another is School of Interwoven Arts and Sciences, where we get the BA and BSc programs, which mostly we call liberal arts education or liberal arts programs. Now, when you come to interwoven learning, what does it mean is I can say it's a little step ahead of interdisciplinarity. When you see, you combine multiple subjects, okay, and if I teach you via some projects or via an experiential learning, by combining multiple disciplines into one, and that's how your learning is going on. That's interwoven. So let me take an example. Let's say a field of bioinformatics. The team of students working on a bioinformatics project, now they'll be using what? It will be biology. Also, there will be something from computer sciences. They'll be doing the codings. They might be in today's world, they might be using artificial intelligence and machine learning with biology. So these multiple subjects you're learning on one project, that's how the learning works. So the same ways, let's say if you're going for a project into the space technology. So astrophysics, cosmology, basic like quantum physics, or even the computer science will get involved there. So there will be multiple subjects combined to teach you one subject. That's the interwoven learning we say, or we can say this is also the core of interdisciplinarity.
Okay, that is quite interesting. Uh, Now I have this particular questions, and I think this is a basic question, Mr. Solanki, which has been asked to by a lot of students and parents. Okay, they want to understand what is liberal studies, and one of a student in the Q&A has put up the same question that what is liberal studies? Can you please
Okay.
explain that and simplifying it for the students?
So let me simplify it in a very basic manner. Just recall when you study about the ancient Indian system, ancient Indian education system, and we say that okay, people used to go to Gurukul, stay there for long time, and they study everything. For an example, you talk about the Pandavas and Kauravas and all, so they went to Gurukul and studied multiple subjects. So it is not like that Yudhishthir comes from the commerce and Arjun comes from PCM and another is from biology. It's nothing like this. So they were studying everything. Okay. And during the course of study, you identify yourself that, okay, I am good at this and this should be my specialization. Like Arjun identifies himself as an archer. So archery today, we teach or we practice as an extracurricular activity, but it used to be a basic course that time, right? So they were studying politics or philosophy or even science. Though you can say the physics, chemistry things, although the names didn't exist that time, but the same concepts they studied there. And later on, say they went for medical, Arjun went for archery, as I said. But what is the basics? You're not being limited to one subject. So liberal arts, this word comes from the Greek language, which means a liberal artes. Now you should not even confuse liberal arts. It means humanities. People also say that, okay, it is about humanities. So I'm a science student or I'm a commerce student. What's for me? No. Here, the art or in Greek artes, it means the skill. So first, it is skills. So it can be anything. A physics can be a skill. A chemistry can be a skill. Biology is a skill. Then commerce is a skill. So these are all skills. Now, when you add a word of liberal education in this, it means it's a very simple meaning of liberal. That's you have freedom to study what you want. So, first thing, you are not bound. Like if you come to Kriya, we're not saying, okay, you are coming from humanities, you can't study physics. You can do that. You're coming from PCM background, you want to study literature and arts, you're most welcome. So, you are not bound here. So, you have one this liberty. Second, uh, you can choose your own subjects. So, when you come for a 4-year program here, the first year is a common program in which you go through some core subjects and some skill-based subject. After that, from the second year, when second year starts, you declare your majors and minors. So this major can be okay. Someone can say, fine, I want to do psychology, but also I have some passion in literature and arts. So I'll do a major in psychology and the minor in literature and arts, and I can combine them. So you have a freedom to combine your subjects. Even once you choose a major, you have multiple options of courses in that major too, which you can opt. So you have a list of multiple courses, and out of that you select some to earn your credits. That's how you get your freedom. You decide what you want to study out of one available bouquet. It's not like, okay, guys, these are your 5 subjects for this semester, study this and I'll take the exam. It's not the way. So that's why it is called a liberal or a freedom based education system.
I think that has been explained in a fantastic manner, Mr. Solanki. I think very simplifying it. Okay, now another question which students want to understand. So we kind of understood what exactly liberal studies is, but there is also one particular concept which is very confusing. Okay, there is Krea, there is other universities offering liberal studies. While there is another set of universities which is specifically mentioning this study as liberal arts. So, what exactly would be, how liberal arts and liberal
So
studies and
there's no. I would say we should not get confused with this kind of name. Liberal studies. It's a concept. Okay, it's a concept which I just explained that you have freedom to choose. And when I'm saying about the arts, so these are how many skills you're teaching. So maybe there are some universities which are maybe limited into the humanities subjects. Some like Kriya, we are not limited into only humanities. We have subjects from majors and minors options from humanities. We have some from commerce. We have some for even the sciences also, like physics, chemistry, and maths. So these are the I would say these are the skills, the arts we are teaching here, and the model is called the liberal studies model. So we should not get confused. These are two completely separate concepts.
okay. And what makes liberal studies program different from, others which are in India and something which is abroad? Because abroad, if I understand and what my research says, it is something which were there for a very long time. And now it's been the last 10 years where India have kind of understanding that this particular thing would really be working wonders for, the
See,
students.
that's very much right. See, but one thing which I explained about the ancient education system of India. So this that used to be our education system. After that, we forgot after Britishers came and they took it from us. So that's right that how Harvard, Oxford, or Stanford, or other universities which we count as the top universities of the world. Yes, this kind of concept is existing in those universities from very long. And when you come to India, it feels like we missed that. We forgot that, and we were limited to just of one discipline. Like, okay, you do engineering, you do CS, and that's how we were limited to this. And so even the student who remains in India will have a different kind of mindset. Okay, I am just going to study BSc in physics, while the person will also aim to go to Oxford or Harvard, and the concept will completely change there. Now, some universities in India has started adapting that model, and we are seeing that few of the universities in India working very well in this system, and we are also adding multiple majors continuously, so that I can't say that today we have all those kind of courses available, but yes, we are not very far.
Definitely, we are not very far with the kind of standards, in universities like Krea are kind of, building. Definitely, we can say that. Now, little while back, Mr. Solanki, you mentioned about the first year, which is ideally the foundation year, right? With Krea University or with any liberal studies university, the first year basically is called the foundation years. So, can you help us that how do a foundation course contribute to a overall student development?
So, see, when a student is coming to Kriya, and as I said that you are welcome for any kind of course you want, and doesn't matter what your background is. So there may be some student who will come with a mindset, okay, I want to do psychology or economics or biology or physics. There may be some student who don't know. So first, whatever you want to study in your undergrad, the one thing is some basic skills are there which needs to be with everyone, like writing skills, communication skills, scientific reasoning, logical reasoning, something related to the computer sciences, like a basic programming, handling the Excel or my Word, and all these kind of things. So these are, we can get some core skills of and some uh, which every student needs to know before going further in the other higher level of the studies. So the foundation course, first thing, create a base. Second, the student also get exposed to the environment where they meet their peers, the professors, also engage in multiple conversations with other professors and the fellow students. And then they identify that, okay, even that can be the case, okay, I came with a mindset of economics, but now I'm feeling that I should do psychology. So this is the how the first year shapes you. Even during this first year, you attend multiple open house done by the professors related to each and every major and minor. That if you study this major, this is what you're going to study. This is going to be your career pathway. What can you do in higher education? Now, whatever number of majors you have, you can attend open house for each and every one and just get exposed to it. And then later on, at the start of the second year, you declare your major.
Okay. Uh, Now, Mr. Solanki, the question I have is something which was actually asked because, as you said, that there are students at times when they enter, the UG first year, they just don't know what exactly their calling is or what exactly their interest is. And I can assure you that right now, if I ask, I would get raise of hands. Okay, quickly. Are you guys confused what exactly you should be majoring in? We got a raise of hand. I can definitely say, but I'll tell you what exactly these students worry. Okay, in the first year, is there any hand holding which is done in university like Kriya to understand them that this is something what you're good at?
Correct. So, see, in when a student enters in the in Kriya ecosystem, for first 2 years, they are assigned with a faculty mentor.
Okay.
So, for 2 years, they have a dedicated faculty mentor. So every faculty is assigned with some very a minimum number, around 5 to 6 students as a faculty mentor, and they guide the student about, like, you can say that identifying the students' potential, what they should do. And as another thing which I just said previously, that there are multiple events and open houses and all such things are happening where you go see what's happening, what are all these things. You can go to the labs and see how the working is going on. You can talk to the seniors. You can attend some classes. Just go and see in these classes. Okay, that's what happens in psychology. That's what happens in economics. That's what happens in political science. And that gives you an exposure that okay, all these things are there, and this is going to be the career pathway, or these kind of studies are going to happen, and that's how you can decide. And
Okay.
that is the reason actually the first year is we can say the foundation year. And at the beginning of first year, or while entering into the university, we never ask that what major you want to do.
And I think this is something which is addressing the elephant in the room. A lot of my students have this particular worry. And I think all of you who have been listening, I think you can get this out of your, of your way, that what if I still don't know what I want to do? There would be a mentor who would be helping you, would be making sure that you reach the right, right path. Now, next question I have is about the admission process. Okay. Students want to know about how exactly the admission process works. So, would you be able to help us in regards with the eligibility criteria, the requirement, and the process, Mr. Solanki?
See, when again this liberal studies model comes in, uh, the word liberal again plays a role. So here eligibility criteria are not very strict in terms of the percentage marks and all.
Okay,
Okay. So what we can say is you cannot restrict a student based on, okay, you are a 50% or 60% student and that one is a 90% student.
right.
Okay. So we do not have a percentage based eligibility criteria in Kriya's entry system. But yes, there are scrutiny levels. So how do we do that? So first, when you do an online application with us, the application itself is a comprehensive application. If any student here has gone through that, they would know, and you need a good time and hours of research to even complete that application. In that application, one very important part is called personal story. So in many universities abroad or in India, you might have found a part called essay or personal statement or something, or statement of purpose. We call it a personal story where a student writes about herself or himself, where you explain yourself even in maybe as a normal write up or a poetry or a story or a video, and you submit it. And this is a very important part of your application process, that how well you can introduce you can explain yourself. Now our team do a thorough verification of all applications we receive. If you are through this round, we will call you for an entrance exam. So which we called Kriya assessment test. Once your application is done, you will go for the second round, second stage, which is called Kriya assessment test, which is an online entrance exam. You can do it from your home. So the window of the test will open for around 3 or 4 days. In those 3 or 4 days, anytime you can go online and do the test. So that will be a 80-minute test with 31 questions, 30 questions related to numeric reasoning, logical reasoning, and problem solving and all. And the one is there is an spontaneous essay. So now once you clear this test, okay, there is also one more thing. If you have given SAT set, if you have given SAT and your score is more than 1380, you don't need to give a Kriya assessment test. You are directly, you will go for the next round. So the next round is the interview round. In this interview round, again, after the test, after maybe around 7 to 10 days after test, the interviews will happen where a professor will interview you. When a professor will interview you, you will be interviewed based on your application, based on your personal story. There may be some question related to what you want to do. If you say that I have decided this is my major or minor, so the question may be because of that, or otherwise it is more like an interaction in which they'll identify that, okay, this particular student is fit for Kriya ecosystem or not. If you again clear this round, then we'll be releasing your offers.
Okay. So it is a pretty, it's something which would kind of understand, you would be trying to understand the student profile, whether the
Yes.
student would be able to manage with the rigor and if he has the right set. Okay. I think that gives a very good clarity to our students. Something which also, a question which I get from a lot of students is about the scholarship and the financial aid. Okay, it's a little intimidating amount which normally my students come across, and even if they want to apply, this is something which they get scared of. So, Mr. Solanki, is there any kind of financial aid or scholarship which Kriya,
So there
provides?
are two kind of scholarships. One I can say scholarship, and another is financial aid. So one is a merit scholarship. In merit scholarship, what happens is when I said there are multiple steps of our admission rounds. After all these admission rounds, we have our internally scoring system, and after that scoring system, we create a merit list. In that merit list, based on the whatever number of students cleared that merit list, we announce some merit scholarships. And whenever students will receive the offers, there will be the offer letter with merit scholarship if you have received it. This second thing is called financial assistance. So now for merit list, you don't have to do anything. It will be automatically come to you if you're getting it. For financial assistance, the day when you will be called for the interview, on the same day, your financial assistance application form will open in your same application. So you have to go for that form and you have to complete the details of that financial assistance application. Now, eligibility to for that is that your parental income, so including both the parents, the parental income must be less than 35 lakh rupees per annum. If that is there, then you are eligible for financial assistance. Now, in financial assistance, you have to give a lot of details like your income tax returns. There may be some requirement of the electricity bills, credit card bills, or CIBIL report. There are multiple questionnaires so that to check that the assistance should go to a needy person. Now we have a separate financial assistance team. The financial assistance team will analyze your application. If they find it genuine, they'll have another interview round with your parents. There will be a 1 hour interview of your parents. After that, the financial assistance team will release your offers of financial assistance, which can be 100% of tuition fee and residential fee, which can be 50% of tuition fee, which can be around 75%. So that it varies. Even we have at that level of financial assistance also where 100% of tuition fee and residential fees completely waived off. Even we pay around 2,000 rupees monthly to a student as a stipend.
Oh, really? That is really nice. That is very, very nice. I mean, a lot of students, I guess, are not aware of this, and that's what really intimidates. But I think now, after listening to
No,
you,
so there are options available. They just have to if they go through the application process during that time, they will get each and every information from us.
fantastic. So, students who are looking at applying for Krea University for liberal studies and feel that, the fees would be a little on the higher side, I hope you guys have got it very. There's a clarity that there would be an opportunity for you to apply for scholarship or financial aid if you feel the need of any support. Okay. Now, let's look at some very valid questions which you guys keep on asking me. In the whole admission process, Mr. Solanki, the admission process, I would not say it is very difficult, but I think it's very rigorous. Okay. And one question which every student would ask me is the fact that what is Krea University looking out for? How should I present which would match to the kind of profile they are looking at? So, putting it into simple words, if applicant right now, because I know a lot of students right now who are here
It's
have
nothing
applied for Krea.
complex. So I would say it is nothing complex. Don't try to over project.
Okay.
Be what you are. That is very important. We just need those who have a very curious mindset. Okay, and the first thing which we spoke about is interwoven learning and interdisciplinarity. We need these kind of mindsets who think beyond the boundaries of one discipline. Who can think that okay, the time, the future is about multiple disciplines. It is not about just being limited to one. So these kind of mindsets are required. As the curious mindsets I said, how creative you are, that's it. But we are not looking for those that okay, I am 90% student, then only I can get Kriya. No, everyone can try for that. It's about your personality which we want. It's not about your mark sheets which we want to judge.
Fantastic. So the personality is what would be highlighted here. Now, we have spoken about the admission process, we spoke about the liberal studies, but what exactly is the highlight is the curriculum for the Krea, CIAS, Krea University, CIAS school. What I want to understand here, Mr. Solanki, that when it comes to the curriculum is concerned, how is the curriculum, structured? Is there any kind of a elective or course which is a part, or how exactly it is delivered?
So, when I said about the majors and minor system, so let me explain how this works at Kriya. So the first year is completely a foundation year where you don't have to do anything. Now, as of now, Kriya is offering 14 major options. So some of them are like psychology, economics, political science. We have biology, physics, chemistry, mathematics, environmental science, and there are even three minor options also which we offer. Now, when you reach to your second year, you have to declare one major that I want to do economics, let's say. And with that major, you can also offer minors. Now, how it becomes major and minor? So to do a major, you have to earn total 80 credits in your the tenure. So after first year, you are left with the 3 years tenure. So you have to do 80 credits for a major and 32 credits for a minor. Now, what is credit is? So when you take economics as a major, in economics domain, there will be multiple courses. You have a list of courses. With each course, there is a mention of, okay, this is a two credit course, this is a 1 credit course, this is a 4 credit course. You choose your courses, you make your bouquet. That's how, and you clear that one, you earn your credits. Even you have a flexibility. Then again, see, this is again the liberal words come in. One, you're choosing your courses, you're taking your credits, you're making your major. But after 2 months, so one thing is very let me clear here that Kriya doesn't follow a semester system. We follow a trimester system. This is very important to know. In Kriya is the only Indian university following trimester system. When you were asking about the universities abroad, most of them follow trimester system instead of semester, and we also follow trimester system. So let's say after your fourth trimester, you feel that no, I was thinking about economics, but I can't do it. You can change your major because it's about earning the credits. And whatever credits you have earned right now for economics, it will become your electives. So 32 credits earned, it becomes your minor. 80 credits earned, it becomes your major. And any other credits, let's say 1 or 2 credit, you are earning any course you want to study of your passion, your interest, you can take as an elective. So all these kind of options are available. Now, let's say you want to do a double major, that I don't want to go for a minor, I want to double major in. Even I have seen the students, and you'll be surprised to see this kind of combination where a double major is in physics and literature. So we have a major of literature and arts, a student combining physics as a major and literature arts as another major, so double major in this. Now you can do that. You have to earn 64 and 64 credits of each, and you can do double majors. And apart from these, you can take any other course as an elective. So that's how the model is.
Fantastic. This is something which you have kind of given clarity in regards with how the model and how the curriculum is structured and how it is delivered. But something which, out of curiosity, I wanted to understand that what exactly are in the whole process, is Kriya looking at any kind of skill development or something which would allow them to be ready for the outside world in the
See,
curriculum?
these are apart from the regular academics. These are the things which are always there. There are even multiple events and activities and the classes, and these are, I would say, add-ons happening while your academics here. So skill development is obviously very important, especially two skills which are always required in these kind of programs and even everywhere today is the writing and your communications. So we are always working on this.
Fantastic. Now, when it comes to the opportunities are concerned, with liberal studies, it's a cohort. It's a kind of a, what we call a batch or a cohort. What kind of opportunities do student gets when it comes to interacting with peer group coming from different field is concerned? Because that's how students would learn from each other.
See, in the university, when you're there, you are there with your peers, your seniors, your juniors, and all of you may be doing one project together from multiple disciplines working on one thing. They are maybe doing some research project which is where the multiple major students are working together. So they are obviously learning with each other, and that's how the university system works. It's not only that a teacher is teaching you and you're learning. Even we say that if you're studying a subject for 4 hours, then another 10 hours you should spend discussing it with your peers. That's how you learn in the university system. And not only your peers, you also get the opportunities to interact with your alumni who are working or who are getting some higher education, and they interact with you regularly. So they get so students are always get such kind of opportunities.
Okay, so when it comes to, there is, definitely when it comes to development is concerned, students do tend to kind of get the opportunity of developing the skills and interacting with the peer group. Is there any kind of personal development for the student which is looked at with Krea University?
So personal development, do you mean on the personality side, or?
Yes, personality side. See, normally what happens is students don't really, when it comes to communication is concerned, public speaking is concerned, or learning the skills of,
Yes. See that is done via different modes.
okay.
One is via teaching, where there are some courses about this. One is also via engaging yourself in multiple activities happening in the campus, like especially engaging yourself in the clubs and societies in the campus. If you are also feeling that you want to improve your writing, we would suggest go for some literary clubs, writing clubs. For the communications, you take part in the debate clubs. There are multiple clubs and societies in the campus which are working on all these. Another thing, which is a very interesting fact about Kriya, and I would not say it's just personality development, but it's an overall development of a student, and also gives a very different kind of experience to the students. Is It's a student-led system. So we have a student government. Student government works on a student constitution. So there is a student constitution also, in which all the laws are written just like in a country's constitution. Now, there are elections. Anyone can stand up for the election. It's a completely democratic way, and you have ministers from the students. So like there is a minister of finance, there is a minister of learning, there is a food committee which take care of the food being served in the campus. So let's take an example of minister of learning, who is a student. This student represents all the questions related to learning and teaching in front of your professors. So we, as the Kriya system, we the professors are answerable to the students if they want anything. So now the point is taking the students to this kind of system. This ecosystem is running your own government. It's called the experiential learning, and obviously it will develop their personality.
Very clearly. I mean, student would be able to understand what exactly it takes for a government much more in detail and in the best possible personalized way they can. With this, one thing is very clear. I'm sure the students have also got a very clarity in terms of that they would change and the personality would definitely develop. But there are certain things which definitely comes up every now and then is about students normally tend to look at doing their masters abroad or looking forward an opportunity in terms of an exchange. What Krea Universities has to offer when it comes to a student exchange program is concerned?
See, so Kriya works with many reputed universities in world, where it's not only about exchange. So there are multiple kinds of program we can see. See, exchange, it means only the exchange word you can use when one is going there and another is coming here. But so I can say there are short-term study program where you go there for some weeks. There are study abroad programs where you go there for a longer duration. Yes, there are exchange program also, like the very recent one which signed up with the Sciences Po France, which is an English campus, not a French campus, but Sciences Po France, where an exchange program will happen, that the student will come here from them, and our students will go there. So there are multiple opportunities as such.
Okay, so the student exchange program is a pretty, strong point which would be there. With a student exchange program, we have got one question here. Okay, so Rohita is asking, can you tell us more about students' life at Kriya?
So this question is itself, if I go on and explaining it, it's too much. So I can briefly say that one thing which I just said, having a student government. So you can see that how democratic environment is, how students are more involved into universities activities, then obviously running the societies and the clubs in the campus. And it's not even that, okay, that is running and you join. If you come to Kriya and you want to open your own club or any other society you want to introduce, you are free to do that. You have multiple sports facilities. We are even creating more, but right now also you have very good sports facilities in the campus. The hostel life is very vibrant, and you have access to multiple things in the campus for a good period of time. It's not like by 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock you have to wind up everything. It's nothing like that. Student life itself inside the campus is so much engaging, yeah, that you will not even feel going out.
So it is definitely a very, exciting life, even while you're studying. If you want to know more for the student life, a while back we have actually last year, we had students whom I was kind of counseling, and we have done this particular episode of Campus Insider where both the students have actually given us a good detail and their experience about how their journey with Krea University, liberal studies, when they're pursuing liberal studies, how it is. So I would share the link with you all. You can always watch it just for more clarity. Okay. Now let's talk about something which everybody want to know. Mr. Solang, this particular question is with a lot of parents and students. Okay. When we talk about double majors, when we talk about diverse, options of physics and literature, in a situation like this, what are the career opportunities which is available with the students? And that's where the worry for parents comes in. If the students does, liberal studies and two different sides altogether, how the
Just give
placement
me
would work.
answer of one thing. I just have a very simple question for everyone here. We talk a lot about artificial intelligence today.
True.
Right? What are we trying to do with artificial intelligence? We are trying to mimic human mind, right? Now, if you bring me a student who knows computer science very well, who knows developing the machine learning models and deep learning and all programming languages and all, but also knows psychology, will this person be better for an artificial intelligence based work or not?
Absolutely.
That's how the combination works. You combine data science with finance. Why only finance? Now, finance plus data science is, someone will count data science as a computer science subject. But if you combine data science with finance, rule the stock market after that. That's data science is all about the data analytics. If you are very good at studying data and predictions, and you know finance, nobody can stop you here. Combine economics with data science, combine economics with political science. These are all different domains, but you can combine and see the world is also changing. It's nothing like there was a time. I am an engineer. I've been into an engineering system for a long time. There was a time when people used to say, okay, computer engineering. After that, a time came, and even I was involved in the very first introduction of such courses when we spoke about cloud technology and cyber security and data science and artificial intelligence and such kind of subjects. But now things are changing. People are saying, okay, I don't need just a computer engineer. I someone say I need a full stack developer. What is full stack developer? It means someone should know all parts of software development, back end, front end, application development, the web part, everything. So they are also looking for a fully skilled person. So combining the disciplines will obviously expand your horizons, will not limit it to something.
So I think anyone who has any doubt, nothing can be as clear as this. I think the kind of examples Mr. Solanki has given, that would give you a clarity what you're looking out for. We got one more question here, Mr. Solanki. The student is asking, how is the mix of students, Indian, foreign nationals, and then within Indian, local versus rest of India?
There are some foreign nationals, especially from Nepal and UAE. Okay. And if we talk about India, it is a complete mix. It is a complete mix of a student from North, East, West, South. You will be surprised to know while we are in South India, the highest number of students coming to Kriya are not from South. The city is called Mumbai, which contributes the highest number of students in Kriya. And then obviously Bangalore and Hyderabad and Delhi NCR, Pune. So Kolkata, Goa. So you will find students from each part of India, of each language, each culture. The students are there from all around.
So you would not really be stuck when it comes to the language barrier.
Not see, but although there is no such language barrier here at that location, but also if you once you are inside the campus, it's completely different.
Makes
You
sense.
see, one thing is if you just go and see the profile of the professors also, how it's not at all possible that we'll keep all the professors from one place.
Completely agreed. Now let's talk about the most asked questions with with students and parents is about the placement. Okay. You definitely gave a very, I think it is very clear when it comes to the options students have. But what kind of placement options and internship options does Krea has to offer if a student is deciding to or considering applying for Krea?
So, we obviously offer internships options first in all the years of your studies with Kriya. So when you do complete your first year, you can go for an internship for impact. So that will be more on the social work side, because in the first year you are not exposed to any major. So you cannot be doing any specific internship. After that, after second year and third year, your internships options will be there related to your majors or what you want to do. And there is an office which will help you towards your internships and placement options. So one is this internship, the second is the placements. Now for the placements, obviously the companies come at the end of your maybe I would say start of the fourth year or towards the end of the fourth year. This whole duration is there for your placement options, where you will be getting a lot of emails from the career services office that okay, this company is coming to the campus, you have to fill up the form and appear for the interview rounds. And I can say that the situation is the number of companies we are having in the bucket, we do not have enough students even to apply for that. So that demand supply ratio is not a challenge for us.
Fantastic. So are you saying that if a student, maximum of the students are looking at possibly studying or
Studying
kind
abroad.
of going for masters or studying abroad, and the students who apply, you still have companies kind of looking, which is very nice. Now, when it comes to, okay, I have two questions. Okay, I think we have a parent asking this particular question, Mr. Solanki.
Yeah, I read this question. You can just read it again for
Yeah.
everyone's help.
So I think if anybody who wants to kind of, know about this, so the parent is asking, can you please ask if a child is having a low vision, what help will be given to them regarding college and hostel also?
Okay, so see, we do have a special committee in the campus for such kind of student which who require a personal assistance. So even when you will fill up the application form, there is an option that which we call PC, personal connect. So do you need something personal connect? So that you will fill up in the application form that you need that and why you need that. The application will then go to our the Department of Student Life. They'll see that if they can accommodate that request, because we have almost all kind of those arrangements, even giving, let's say, in exams extra time in the entrance exam also, and then internally also helping the student via some personal, giving them personal connects from the department. All these are the possibilities. We cannot commit right now because I don't know what kind of level of the help you require. But yes, by the application, we can identify these things and we'll let you know. But possibilities are obviously there.
Okay, so parent, in case if you are considering there is possibility, the student is asking, sir, please tell about all courses offered in Kriya. All courses offered in Kriya. I think Mr. Solanki just started naming, okay, and I think you missed that particular part, Shruti. What my suggestion would be, I will put the Kriya website details. Okay, you can just go on the website. It's a very simple option. Just go there. You would be able to see all the majors and minors listed on their website. Okay, and in case if you have any questions, I can always get you connected to the Kriya University, and they'll be more than happy to help you. Okay. We have one more question here. Rohit is asking, sir, I have heard students saying that it is difficult to commute from campus to their respective hometown. So does Kriya offer transportation aid, or is it easy to commute the other way?
So as of now, we do not have a car transportation aid, but it's not like that. It's tough to commute. See, you have to know first the Kriya's location. If you read the address, it will call City, Andhra Pradesh.
Right.
While we are very close to Chennai. Okay, so it's just 1.5 hour drives from Chennai. Even I operate from Chennai, not from Andhra Pradesh. So I can say basically it's actually on the border of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, but we lie to at that side. Now, Sri City itself is a very popular industrial town, very popular industrial place. So it's not tough at all to get the cabs and other transport modes to come to Chennai. Also, you have a nearby railway station. From there, you can in 1.5 hours you can reach to Chennai, and from Chennai you can go anywhere.
So it is not that difficult.
It's not
Rohit is
difficult.
from Chennai himself. So I think Rohit, this is something which is answering the question. It will be hometown for you. Okay. So do anybody have any questions? Shruti, for your reference, I have just mentioned the details of Krea University website. You would be able to get the list of major minors there. Okay. And one last question I have for you. We were talking about placement before we picked up the question, Mr. Solanki. Wanted to understand what company, the name of the companies who kind of, if you can give some reference to the
So
student.
there are a lot of such companies, and I would say mostly when you go into the liberal arts model, you will see a lot of consultancy groups coming in. So a very recent visit was from EY. Okay, then you will also see the companies like Flipkart, and see there are a lot of names which I may not take all these names right now. But yes, recent I can say that EY is a very big name, and then you can count other consultancy companies. There are even the companies from the education domain. There are companies from the banking side. There are companies from the consultancy side, from finance side, from even I'm just trying to recall a name. I'm not able to, where 8 students of Kriya from biology, single same class, 8 students joined the same company working on a very big project into some domain of related to bioinformatics or something.
Interesting. So, in all, with our conversation today with you, Mr. Solanki, what I am taking back is the fact that if a student who is looking forward or is not too sure of where to start, liberal studies is the point where he can start from, where he would be handheld. Krea University is one such university you all can look at. So, just to give you a little idea, Krea University already have their applications open. If you go on the website, you would be able to see. If you are looking at applying at Krea University, you can directly apply. If you're definitely, with IMS, you would be able to get support. So you would be able to get in touch with me and I would help you out with your application. Also, if you need more details, please do get in touch with me in case I don't have the question. I always have sir who would be able to provide us with the information. With this, I think I have taken a lot of your time, Mr. Solanki. Thank you so much for taking out time and doing this particular session for us.
Thank you so much. Thank you all the students to be a patient listener.
Thank you, and you
Okay.
have a lovely day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.